Right, that should be working. A little bit longer than I would have liked. Hold on. Looking for my phone real quick. Welcome. I skipped yesterday. I should explain. I skipped yesterday because I had just bought Silksong, along with pre-ordering Borderlands 4 and Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So I wanted to focus on those games. I wanted to focus on those games. Like I can play the other two right now. I want to focus on Silksong that day, which I am having a lot of fun with. I think it's because of my Hollow Knight experience with the first game that I know what to do for the most part. I do find that things, especially my biggest thing, especially with um Metroidvanias, has to do with the map. I think the game that has the best map in my opinion in terms of a Metroidvania is Metroid Dread because you can see everything. It catalogs everything, so you know where to go and know where to look for what. So so I'm seeing things in Silksong that is actually helping me with that a bit, which the first game didn't really have. I got some noticeable progress in Hollow Knight today. I found a map that I had been looking for way too long, and also beat a boss on my first try, which was unusual. I hope the new stylus arrives. The 3DS pen-shaped stylus pen is scratching the 3DS screen even more than usual. Yeah, no, Twitch is weird like that. I don't. You know what I've done? I've pretty much turned off the views on like the stream manager on Twitch because there's no point. There's no point in me staring at the numbers and seeing how many people you got, especially considering the fact it's not fully accurate anyway. So it's like it's pointless. So like for people who like really like those having those numbers, I don't focus on them. I literally turned it off. Alright, yep, final place to put the stream. Yeah, and that's another thing as well. It is potentially unhealthy. You get so and it can be also not just unhealthy, but can also be disencouraging. You know, no one shows up to your stream. No one's watching, so you kind of get disencouraged to do streaming. Then you just go on to do something else. I know someone who tried streaming, who had the camera, he got the capture card, he set up the whole shebang, and he did it for like what, a month. He was not dedicated. He wanted to make money out of Twitch, and then didn't get that far because no one was really viewing him like that, and he wasn't making moves like that. In my case, I just enjoy doing this, and it gets me to play games like this. Look at that! You see that 15 hours there? See that 15.2 hours there? I would not have gotten that if I played this by myself. So there's a benefit for me streaming. But yeah, let's see if this works. I have to talk to the handmaiden again, and then question her because last time we tried to go to Korriban, and the game crashed, sort of. It didn't crash per se, but it wasn't loading anything, so we couldn't progress. So let's just hope. I know where I am. I'm outside the ship. But oh yeah, autosave. I forgot about that.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Uh, it was taken from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one.
Oh wait, we already had this conversation. I'm not afraid of building a new lightsaber. That's a new one.
I never said you were, But whatever the reason,
Game handing you an L as soon as you start is not very encouraging.
You're not complete.
In this case, that was kind of the end of the stream, Flash. Like, that was literally the end of the stream. We find the game finally opens up. We go to this galaxy map. It's not working.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the part.
I don't know what we need.
A power. Those.
Yep.
Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last, because
Yeah, they're playing cards.
All I'm saying.
I'm skipping all through this.
For a long time without a memory wipe.
Welcome,
Most
Atomic.
droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm. What was?
Right. The droids tend to have a habit towards developing personality quirks.
I am not pushing you around.
Oh, good idea to me.
Good. Now let's.
There you go.
You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but.
Yeah. And then the increase bonus. Influence gain and influence lost on Handmaiden. Wait, have I already spoken to her? Because we're on the ship. It auto-saved. Because that's the save I've used, the auto-save, because the manual one is outside the ship.
Yes? I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared.
Okay.
That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You could always play Pazak.
what do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
Did you get into the project? Yeah, I did.
Trust him.
Yeah, I did. No, wait, Atomic, I sent you the invite. I said, because here's the thing, right? I randomly got in. I didn't sign up for it. I signed up for the one before, and then I was just randomly given this one day. I was like, oh, that's interesting. But it's only for the PC version. So I have it on PC. And I don't know how much of a beta this is going to be, considering that there's no time limit on it this time. So Atomic's calling it by its old name, Flash. The game is, I think it expired. Well, you might just have to register for it then, which is not a problem. They're gonna considering there's no date for when this ends, they're gonna give away these invites like candy. What was I saying? Yeah, Flash. Atomic is using its old name. The actual name is 2XKO. That's the name of that's the actual game's name. It is a League of Legends tag fighter, and I got a closed beta into it last night randomly, and now I could just play it if I wanted to. I could just play it, and there's no time limit whatsoever. I even looked up. There's no plans to stop it anytime soon, so now we could just play the game. It's only got 6 characters. No, 5 characters. Is it 5 or 6? I think it's 6 at the moment. I've only been doing training mode stuff just to get like some basic B&Bs, and that's about it. No online matches yet. I refuse to call Project L its actual name. It's such a bad name. Yeah, but it is what it is, isn't it? You'll call it 2XKO eventually, like I did. There will be a time.
That too.
It's going to be a short journey of everyone watching each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Is that why Atris was siphoning power to the Telos Academy? Telos or Telos?
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos.
Might as well call Street Fighter. But here's the thing: Street Fighter is its actual name, though. Just like how 2XKO is its actual name. Even yes, it is kind of silly that it is called that. It's a bit on the nose to some degree. I don't think everyone's gonna get it if they don't play tag fighters.
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the... His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders. And like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Never understand hidden away in your academy. Listening to some suture who never fought in wars.
I see. Forgive my words. They were poorly chosen.
Or maybe called Tekken 3D KO. I mean, wouldn't that be just every... See, that's just like summarizing every 3D fighter, though, isn't it?
The Mandalorian Wars were like that for many. Many returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them.
Right.
You may ask. I do not wish to speak of her to you. Her actions are her own.
I want to play 3RXEK. See, now you just... What? Wait, hold on. What do you mean it's called King of Fighters? Wait, hold on. How does that work? I might go nap soon because I haven't done that. I'm almost done eating. Oh, that's fine.
You may. She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when... That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there are Jedi who are like that as well. Why do I keep fighting them?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Street Fighter's elimination system? What is it? What does the RX... I get the KO bit, but what does the see, you just threw a bunch of stuff there thinking it would work, didn't you?
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her. I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all. Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
So if I cross Atris's skull into the floor, but might get to the heart of the matter.
I do not think the battle would go as you describe, but in essence, yes. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure
That's
moments
right.
of expression.
He sees. Oh my days! That's what all of that means. That's too much.
You may. I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of others.
Do you have a different mother, same father?
I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so.
A sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time. There is no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you
Yeah,
saw.
stupid that is.
There's no wrong.
Project L is cooler by default. You know they was never gonna do that.
It is not a You may ask.
You know they was never gonna do that.
It is not possible to dock at the academy.
They was always
without
gonna give
the
it some
proper
sort of
codes.
name. Project L was just the project name.
Yes, but I could not give them to you. You may ask. I am training. That.
Alright, there you go. That's what happened last time. Okay. I'm not gonna get into the whole conversation with Aton, because it's a waste of time and you don't get anything from it. The back of the ship. I didn't know it was going to be that stupid. No one knew. But at this point, I think most people have just accepted the name. Right. Galaxy map. Let's try a different planet this time. Let's go to Nar Shaddaa. There we go. Which I think we go to this planet.
Here
So
we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta.
I shall be back in a bit,
swallowing all the
Flash.
cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
I believe we was here. We went to Nar Shaddaa in the Force Unleashed. I think that's like the 4th level where you go to find what's his name? KOTOR. General KOTOR. He's like in a drunken state.
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
You speak of this place as if it is familiar to you.
Oh yeah, I just about saw that before I started
I
Atomic.
wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by
I did not know it
choice.
was on the 12th though. Which is what day? I bet you it's a Wednesday. No, it's not a Wednesday. It's a Friday. Wow, we don't usually get directs on a Friday. Do you know what time it is, Atomic? Do you know what time this thing starts?
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
That bad? I didn't think anything could compel you to bathe.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and Bayodur should
What,
start a
9
circus.
9
To
a.m.
understand
Atomic, 9 a.m.
I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
If it was 9 a.m., that'd be like 1, maybe 2 o'clock for me. 1 or 2 p.m. for me.
Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians.
Okay,
And the
a.m.
Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
Yeah, 2. It'll be 2. I'd have to start. That means we're probably gonna, depending, because depending on what happens, we either skip stream because Greg might stream it, or he's not gonna stream it and then I'll just stream it. There's gonna be one of those two.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour.
He was
Once we're down, we
saying
should
that it
finally
was
be able to breathe
going
easy.
to be tomorrow.
Anyone's gonna find us.
So if you're an American, that's a lot of 9/11 jokes awaiting. Oh lord. If there's one thing that people haven't stopped joking about in terms of disasters, it's 9/11. There are so many 9/11 jokes for no reason. I'm surprised more terrorist attacks haven't been made jokes out of. Interesting ship. Was there a point to showing that ship? Oh.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While he walks upon the smuggler's moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esrecto natada beer mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
Banisukakran, Joka mata storch ban locha. Joanna masaranka ma ramazurata. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha fueko mikujira.
That's a lot more words than what was in the subtitles.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Febko emaream ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi una wana si chokoratawa.
How you get such long sentences from this language?
If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Popotenyo go jucho picha. Gwentaba ni sochu. Norotoga proto lala shishi. Jubadosa jibacha. Ratak mansan. Tokosha na chitolo.
Oh my days, that was. What is it with like the heap of words? But like, it's like, you know, like how people made jokes about English dubs for Chinese martial arts films, or like just old Asian films where they would say a whole bunch of something and it'd be like 2 words in English.
They will not attack first.
Honta no saka. Jita bedwana maticha. Doveri nincha. Yonona shitasa chuch. Si machatana. Dona we search.
These are the people that are making fun of the disaster itself. We make fun of 9/11 because of how much the country pushed the idea that this event needs to be remembered over any other disaster or terrible thing that happened in the country.
It is difficult to center oneself.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers
Yeah,
high and
like,
miles deep.
oh my days.
With canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Really? I'm here. Welcome, KH. But yeah, it is something to try. Do you know how many 9/11 jokes I've seen? Atomic. There's a YouTuber over here in the UK. He lives like somewhere in the fields and somewhere up north in the farm somewhere, right? He does F1 content, and it's the most unhinged Formula One content He's the most unhinged Formula One YouTuber you'll ever see. As one of the drivers, he refers to as there's one named George Russell. He had a history of like crashing his car a lot, right? This guy referred to him as Osama bin Russell and made constant 9/11 jokes about his driving. Even going as far, which I'm surprised how it still stayed up on YouTube, then didn't get taken down. Going as far as to do to find a video of a Minecraft recreation of 9/11. Oh lord! And I even put in the comments like, how is this video still up with that joke in there? Emma Hawk looks exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings.
Listen, Gate. You could do so much with Minecraft.
Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Okay, understanding.
Sure. Most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one, but they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think.
Alright then. Any problems with docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
You need to remember that 9/11 was the day where people did come together to help, and this was the closest that Americans became. But they lead to huge amount of anti-terrorist and anti-Middle Eastern propaganda in America, but also lead to heavy regulations on air travel and even laws that, of course, the government abused in the name of safety. And maybe a little war in Afghanistan, but we don't talk about that. And even then, people still make jokes about 9/11. It's the most common thing. Right? Is this the refugee sector?
In all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs
See,
pretty bad.
I know you're not joking, KH, because I know of that as well. There was a guy who wandered around with a shotgun, looking to shoot anyone who looked like someone from the Middle East, and then shot this Indian guy, went to death row, but wasn't put on the death penalty, I believe. He got life in prison, and the Indian guy forgave him, and now he's like a changed man. I don't know if you remember that story.
Alright then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the show and meditate
what?
some more, don't let us stop you.
Well,
that means finding either a bounty hunter, a ranking member of the exchange, or someone willing to talk.
May I introduce you to the Patriot Act?
To want to shoot you.
Is that a law?
Talk is willing to talk to anyone, which means trouble.
The bounty is a waste of our efforts. All that matters is the Jedi. The intentions of the thugs of this moon are of no consequence.
This bounty poses a threat to him. We do not need two beasts at our back when the Sith are enough.
If you are so certain of your path, then do what you will, servant of Atris. It makes no difference.
It's up to you. There's bound to be someone in the sector willing to spill their guts for a credit or two.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult, but this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search.
Kind of, it basically led to development of Homeland Security and the massive expansion of federal power when it comes to national security. Okay, so the one time they got exposed, now we need to add additional we need to add additional security for protection. We don't want to have, we don't want to have another plane coming into one of our cities and crash into another set of towers. No, they say nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but if you don't make it to that holiday on the jet, then what do you do? How did you lot find that? How did you lot find out about the Jet 2 holidays?
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
Is that who I think it is? I think it'll be fine where it is.
It'll be fine where it is!
Okay,
yeah,
now.
I guess you're right. And by right, I mean you're wrong.
Oh, right, so it still works.
It'll be fine where it is. What, you think I'm stupid? I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it?
Get out of my way, or they'll never find your body.
Well, don't let me hold you up then. You call the shots. But this is gonna be trouble. I can feel it.
The trouble doesn't involve you. Right, let's take them. Let me fix the party up because I didn't choose no one. Add. Who else do I want to add? I mean, he's an expert tech. Let's take him for now. Take one level 10, take one level 6. Basically allow the government or the FBI to listen into any and all phone calls without knowledge or consent. That's an invasion of privacy. It's to ensure that there's no attempts or terrorist attacks. However, for some reason, obvious reasons, is because the government, a lot of people, especially minorities, got enough arrested, shot by police, or straight up targeted for crimes that they didn't do. So how's Stone? How's two? Maybe, who knows? Maybe I might do a stream of that, or maybe we do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So a little bit of Star Wars. Actually, no, because the YouTube stream as well. And YouTube stream is specifically aimed at Star Wars. I might, who knows? I might do a stream of it at one point. I have my team set so far. I forgot the name of the guy with the swords. But I'm trying to make Jinx my main, basically. Because Jinx was the only character I really liked in League of Legends. Because of that wicked intro she got.
You can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
A bunch of corpses if you don't leave that man alone. Yes, is that Yasuo? Did I say that right? Yasuo? Yep, I'm playing him and Jinx. And I don't know what about it. I don't know what it is about this game this time. Or I set the party. Very controversial law we had. It affected immigration pretty bad too. They could just say you were born or came to the country legally and deport you. And if they can't find a place for you to go. They would keep you in indefinite detention. What's this? I was wondering what this game was. A league fighting game. Great League creating another toxic fan base. Listen. Here's the difference, right? By the way, 10th champion got leagues. I'll probably look at that later. Here's the thing, KH. When it comes to that, league players won't be able to hold their own against the fighting game people. They're gonna get smoked. This is we take over this game. This is the game made for us, the fighting game people. Let the league people get smacked up and leave. But also, you may not have seen this, but there's a tournament called Battle of the Bands that is for 2xKO, and it's different players from different parts of the FGC. And it's like anime fighters. You got people from the NRS community. You got people from what's it? Street Fighter community, Guilty Gear. There's two others who aren't from fighting games that are gonna be in it. Do you know how many players Tekken got? You know how many players Tekken got? 1. VDX. And just VDX. Nobody else wanted in on this. I'm like, why? Why is it that, you know, everyone else gets like 4 to 5 players, except for like the outsiders, they got 2, and VDX is the one Tekken player that is a part of this tournament. It's not Battle of the Bands if only there's only one guy carrying. It's clown on for reasons outside of the event. Fighting games don't need Riot to be toxic. Yeah, no, they don't. That's why I said another toxic fan base and not expanding on the existing one. I've been waiting for this since Rising Thunder. Oh, I remember Rising Thunder. Oh my days. Shut down like 50 billion years ago and still haven't tasted the crop of this game. Yeah, I found it weird that it's not in Portugal. Because I looked up, you can play League of Legends. There's Riot games you can play in Portugal. So why can't you play 2xKO?
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
Save your gratitude, now you owe me.
Alright, what do you want then?
I just want to know why was okay no.
Well, they work for the exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis.
I was under the impression the beta was global. I thought it would be as well. Stone, did you try to sign up? Huh? Like, even though it didn't work, when you went to register, was you allowed to register?
So he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately. You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing.
You're doing in the refugee sector?
The exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
I'll just shut up and get out of here.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Yes! More villainy! Yep, it said registered, but nothing. Did you check your emails just in case? In this corner, we have Street Fighter 6 team. In this corner, we have Tekken 8. In this corner, we have King of Fighters 15. Guilty Gear Strive. And for some reason, this guy that plays BB Tag. I think this guy is lost. Nada? Oh.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you
That's a shame.
Maybe help another refugee in need?
Get out of here before I kill you.
Forgive me, stranger, please. I beg you, do not kill me.
Why did you do such a thing? Giving into your feelings over such a small matter. They would be better served elsewhere.
What good is power if I can't use it properly? That's such a me answer. That's such a me answer. I'm wasting my time freeing slaves and refugees. My feelings serve no one but myself, but even that provides no satisfaction. Lecture me again, you'll find my hand on your throat. Alright, let's calm down. Calm down with the threats a bit. These small acts of cruelty bore me. Take money from others to insult them, to threaten their life. It's boring! I'm wasting my time threatening slaves and refugees. But even that provides no satisfaction.
What would you rather do?
Hold on a minute. I think something's at my door. I'll be right back.
Overload, too much information, I can't handle this. Gotta turn it up to be unreachable. Buy some time, for what it's worth, it's really on you to decide. You own a key to Queendom music and make time stand still. You can say hi, just by listening to the same tune. You can say hi. Too much knowledge on my phone, I've got enough. Can't use it all, plus it's deceiving too. Buy some time, all you really want is some time at hand. You're powerful, just go to bed, stop staring at your screen all night, all night. You can say hi, just by listening to the same tune. You can say hi.
There we go, I'm back. I command the force. Every small cruelties are all life present me with. It is difficult to exercise my power when life's obstacles are as insignificant as this. I wish for a path to power, yet all paths show me examples of weakness. The patience for this, let's move on.
Very well, but mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
More dark side points, yes! Oh, I love the sound. See, I cause problems to get people out my hair. What, sick beat? What are you doing? I see that. So apparently some devs are salty that Silksong is too good. Let them be salty. Listen, this game in the UK costed £15, which in US dollars that is $20. And in the US it is $20. So guess what? That's fair trade right there. I see that as fair. Not only that, it's a, as far as I'm seeing, it's a good sized game. There's a lot of great art in it. The music's nice. I'm enjoying the people I'm meeting along the way. Here's the thing. I don't know what it is about the cartographers in Hollow Knight games, but they're some of the characters that I enjoy being around the most. Bosses, so far I think I find the enemies harder than the bosses so far, because you have probably more tools to deal with them, and plus you can stun them to get more damage, which is more than what the first game did. The first game, you just have to just continue this continuous repeated cycle to beat a boss, which is still the same in Silksong. The difference is you can stun them and get free damage off. And plus, when it came to the original Hollow Knight, you would have to hold circle to focus your energy to heal. In Silksong, you press it once and you get about 3 bars of health back instant. Well, not instantly, because it takes a little time to charge. And you can do it in the air as well. What do you mean it's affordable and it's a complete product? That's a bad precedent for the industry. You know what? Let's keep that going. Because guess what else was a complete product and affordable? Expedition 33, and we all know how that game goes. That was affordable. You know what's affordable? You know what else we have affordable? That's live service. We got Helldivers 2, and not only was that an affordable live service game, but it has battle passes that don't go away. In its war bonds, which I own about 3 or 4 of them, including the Halo one. The Halo war bond, it has fun events. You practically make up your own stories with some of these battles, like the fight for Super Earth, or everyone's favorite story being Malevelon Creek. Like, there's too much good in that game, and it was, guess you know what else it was? Affordable. Sounds like Baldur's Gate again? Yeah. Okay. Let's continue setting that precedent. With affordable games. Matter of fact, there are games on Steam that still don't have a console release. Where is Bears in Space? probably just blew out your ears doing that. Bears in Space. Why isn't that on consoles? Why? That game was made by 3 people in Australia. It is a boomer shooter, which boomer shooters with, especially with like Doom and even the recent new one, Metal Eden, like they're kind of and Ultra Kill as well. They're kind of a hot commodity at the moment. So, and Bears in Space is no exception, because that game is really good. That game is really good. And it's a game that you could actually have your kids play as well, because it's a family friendly boomer shooter. It could be their first boomer shooter, and there's like pop culture references that mostly adults are gonna get because we're older, and it's like a Saturday morning cartoon in a video game. The only plausible arguments I heard was an indie dev venting on social media. Yeah, we had to delay our game because it was releasing on the same week as Silksong, which they had announced it ahead of time, and even then, that's kind of air. Here's the thing, you moved it, so you moved your release date, so because you knew what Silksong was going to be. It doesn't matter what they do. You're focusing too much on what they're doing. Focus on what you're doing. If you're delaying the game, that's on you. that's on you wholeheartedly. You chose to delay that game, and now you're throwing a fit that they didn't announce their release date.
Teriwana jung konata delera guno tuna. Dai rento run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemeno totore senten.
Tien, it's Bayador, 12th Engineering Division out of Eodoria. I worked with you in the hangar bays on the Salamoth.
Teriwana jung konata delera guno tuna. Dai rento run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemeno totore senten. Der into wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsadara nane gra delonuta choloren.
Tien, we are already in trouble. In some ways, the war is not yet over, and our enemies seek us even now.
Teriwana jung konata delera guno tuna. Dai rento run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemeno totore senten.
Right. I do feel for devs on that front, because release dates tend to be planned out. Planned out things for a lot of comps. So getting blindsided by a juggernaut can be frustrating. But still, you still promote your game. You still put it out there. People will still look forward to your stuff and still buy your stuff no matter what juggernaut is out there. People will play the juggernaut, yes, but it's not like your game is something just going to be abandoned out of nowhere. Let's be honest, right? How many indie games are out there? There's a lot. No, and most of them don't get the attention they deserve. That's why I keep bringing up Bears in Space. That game is incredible. How much attention do you think that game gets? If we were to look up Steam charts for that, I bet you it's not a lot of people that play that game. Because who's talking about it? Let's be honest, right? Nobody talks about it, nobody streams it, nobody makes videos on it. It is such an unknown that I knew it from one person I watch who reviews games, who reviews mainly shooters. So that's how I knew about it. But I don't think a lot of other people knew about that. Like, there's so many indie games, like Ballistic NG. I don't know how many people even talk about that. That's an incredible game. That's Wipeout. So there's Corn Kids 64, which another game no one talks about. I need to play through that game. I might stream that game as well, because it's got the N64 style, kind of similar to yeah, actually no, just kind of similar to N64 games in general, kind of reminiscent of like Banjo-Kazooie or something like that. When you look what happened to Horizon games, people did play them, but people weren't talking about them, at least not until way after release. But people bought, because, what was it? Well, you're talking about Horizon Zero Dawn when it released against Breath of the Wild, aren't you? That game, here's the thing, they stuck to their guns, though. They stuck to their guns. They didn't change their release date, because because Breath of the Wild was coming out, they stuck to keeping their release date, and people played that game and even still talked about it. They said how good it was. Sure, there were like sort of cussing. Hold on. I think something else is at the door as well. Give me a sec, I'll be right back.
Overload, too much information, I can't handle this. Gotta turn it up to be unreachable. Buy some time for what it's worth. It's really on you to decide. You own a key to queendom. Music can make time stand still. You can say hi, you can say hi. Just by listening to the same tune. You can say hi, by looking into each other's eyes. You can say hi, baby, hi. Just by listening to the same tune. You can say hi, by looking into each other's eyes. Overload, too much knowledge on my phone, I've got enough. Can't use it all, plus it's deceiving too. Buy some time, all you really want is some time at hand. You're powerful, just go to bed, stop staring at your screen all night, all night. You can say hi, just by listening to the same tune. You can say hi, boy. Looking into each other's eyes. You can say hi without a phone. You can say hi, you can say hi, just by listening to the same tune right now.
Right, I'm back. Horizon is the most cursed franchise. Gorilla just can't catch a break. Horizon released around the same time as Breath of the Wild. Forbidden West dropped around the same time as Elden Ring, both within a week. Then Lego Horizon dropped the same day as Dragon Quest III Remake, right after Mario and Luigi. Oh my days! It just happens to drop next to the biggest games. That's like dropping films during like the great run of Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or something like that. Those are the games I'm looking forward to the most. Mina Valhalla, SSR Wives, Unbeatable, Mouse PI. I am looking forward to Mouse PI as well. 500 Caliber Contracts, Dispatch, By Sweet Caroline, Demon Tide, Tamashika, Bloodstained 2. I'm looking forward to Bloodstained 2 as well. Big catch. You and I both looking forward to Geno Kids. Double Shake, Abyss X Zero, which I think I know what that is. 45 Parabellum, Bloodhound, Threads of Time. Oh, here's what Maitreya. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Maitreya. Which I've got that wish listed as well. The last three here, Maitreya, Rolling Rascal, Dead as Disco. I've played the Dead as Disco demo. I like that game's really fun, and I'm look forward to Rolling Rascal because I loved Sonic GT. And it's that very same dev. That was one of the things that caused Solo to not do as well. People were already burnt from Last Jedi, and Solo released right in between Infinity War and Deadpool. Jeez, which is funny because outside the weird robot stuff with Lando, that film was pretty good. That film was pretty good.
If we needed to, Tien may be able to modify our ship's transponder codes.
Alright. I can pay you for your time. Any equipment parts I can buy. Let's see what you have here. Ooh. This X Zero. Wait, is this the Mega Man looking game? I might be off. No, I am off. No, I know what this is. I've seen this before. Yeah. I remember this. Oop. Where is it? Yeah, I know what that game is. Because on Twitter I will get just devs on my feed just promoting their game or just doing updates on their game. What's Mega Man Legends? Was a Spectacle Fighter? Yeah, I've seen it before. Blade color. Ooh. You have anything else? Droid upgrade slots. I'll take that crystal off you. Let's see. Upgrade item, armor, strength, +2 versus a number of things. That's a scope. Improved deflection emitter. Ion Cell, what is that for? Upgrade melee. Buy that as well. And buy that as well. And you know what? Buy this as well. Do you have a workbench somewhere? Oh yeah, I could just ask him.
If we need
it. Ah, besotre naga. Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre bavano. Ah, manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre bavano flank tour na saganich. Gravo.
Where is your workbench? I was wondering if my prevail upon you. I don't care, don't bother me. Bother me again. A mechanical cannibal by the name of Codin, filthy beast, large task, very unpleasant. Side support me, get to the point. But for sentimental, do you want me to get him back for no sentimental reason? This droid sounds like someone is remixing Nokia tones. Oh my days! I forgot what Nokia sounds like. Plans? What plans? We're really quite sensitive. Suffice to say that they are necessary. Maybe you'll better tell me if you want to see that droid again. New schematics, we stay in business. So I can help you. What does this droid look like? More astromech droid, brown, a little battered. Okay. Where would I find this droid? Works in the main hub in the refugee sector. He would have a great careful. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill the droid and then take that memory core and then take that schematic for myself to then give to my droid who no one will dare touch. Hello? Here for the droid. But Droid Bear seems to know what I'm talking about. Save yourself some pain and give the droid to me. Okay, forget the point. Forget the pain. Give me the droid or I'll kill you. glad you can see reasons. Don't cross me again. Listen, I tried to be nice about it. I was just gonna hurt you. Then you kept pushing my buttons. I'm on, you dumb robot. I negotiated your release. I didn't do it to help you. Well, that was a simple matter. Shepard would be proud. No, he wouldn't. You know why? I barely killed anyone who was probably innocent. Alright. Now let me talk to you. Free of charge. There we go. Better do more than that. I expect compensation. Mini bread fix up before I get angry. And give me some of your parts. Must confess to develop the parts. Do I want to take these parts from my... You're doing business with your partner. I just crippled the droid! You might not have killed, but you're still traumatized. Listen, people, they just had it coming. They just had it coming. I did what needed to be done. And what needed to be done was for the benefit of me. Of only me.
Graci ubaci kompadwana muska na boska wamba.
Did you just smoke this man?
Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma.
Right, let's have a chat. Why is there a man out cold in the viewing gallery? Is he okay? Fine, what can I do for you? Good owner of this establishment? I see you racing! I am Bob Gaslighter. My name is up there in the ranks of Luke Skywalker. Glad to be here. Where do I sign up? Right. Let's go racing! Mark? Oh, there's some shady business going on here. So I didn't realize Borderlands 4 dropped Friday until a friend reminded me. I'm not prepared for it. I pre-ordered it yesterday. And I was like, huh? So it's now downloaded on my PS5. I'm just waiting now. I have a friend who's been in my chat before. He can't wait for it either. He's probably more excited than I am. I just hope that 4 is, in terms of story and loot, is better than 3. because that what they did to 3 kind of hurt it a bit. I know in real interest, but it's so odd the lack of advertising. I've been seeing adverts for it all over YouTube. Trailers, I just didn't bother to watch. Adverts, they keep advertising it every time. It's hard to be worse. Yeah, because the best thing about Borderlands 3 was the gameplay. However, getting the loot sucked because bosses and certain enemies did not have a specific legendary tied to them anymore, like in 2 and in the pre-sequel that you could grind for. You had the anointed weapons, which ruined the game. They outright ruined the game. You had that tier system to make things harder, which, cool idea at first, but once you got to a certain point, it was hard to get the weapons that you wanted at that tier. And the main story sucked. The story for the first 2 DLCs wasn't very good. However, the latter DLCs is where the game kind of shined. Those last 2 ones were actually pretty good. Because the one with I forgot the name of the psycho. The one with him, and then the Bounty of Blood one. Those 2 are really, really good DLCs. That's something I find interesting about Borderlands. You don't just play Borderlands for the base game. No. You play Borderlands for the base game and the DLCs. Like, the base game makes up half the experience, and the other half is just expansion after expansion after expansion. I beat Borderlands 1 about 10 times. Borderlands 2 I own on multiple systems and beat multiple times when I can remember. Pre-sequel I've beaten about 5 times. Borderlands 3 I barely finished it once and did not touch the DLC. So, in my case, I have Borderlands 1, I haven't beaten it at all. I barely touched it. I find the murky look kind of unappealing. Borderlands 2, I've beaten about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 times? 4 times, and I own it on PC, PS4, well, PS5, PS4/5, and 360. Pre-sequel, I've only beaten once, and Borderlands 3, I've only beaten once. And I've done DLC for two pre-sequel and 3. That's why I got the season pass. The DLCs are worth it. They are. I would say the latter ones are worth it than the earlier ones. Guns, Love, and Tentacles is boring. The Handsome Jack one is boring. Bounty of Blood is awesome. And the Psycho one is awesome. Those are easily the best DLCs in the game. Those last 2. Especially Bounty of Blood. Because that one has no jokes. That is serious storytelling with a nice mix of Eastern and Western sort of theming. So you get like some sort of Japanese Yakuza and samurai sort of theming. And then you have sort of like Western towns with the mix. I played Borderlands 1, it was neat. Here's the thing, right? I think it's because I started with 2, and 2 kept me with like all of the highs, that when I went and I bought 1, I own 1, but I went and bought 1 and played through 1 and played a bit of 1. I was like, this is so murky and muddy. Ooh, it's just hard to look at. So and even then I was like, oh, do I really want to play this? Everything just I might go back to it one of these days. I also have Wonderlands as well. I've played a bit of that. It's just kind of hard for me to get into that with the whole top-down world bit with random battles and what's it? And custom characters. Oh, you're back. Welcome back to London Explore. He's back. Yeah, I only played 3 in Tiny Tina's Dragon Keeper side adventure. Yeah, the Tiny Tina's Dragon Keeper side adventure, that's just the DLC from 2. Anything else is there? Just don't know about the danger. Other swoop bikes. Passing through the office this week, for sure. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if they explained the controls for this. Oh! That's driven by other swoop races. I got Tiny Tina via PS Plus. Not played it. Because here's the thing, right? They said it was just the Tiny Tina's DLC, so it's like, why would I play it? I have the DLC with the Handsome Jack collection in Borderlands 2. That's what that is, and I don't need to play a separate version of it, you know? It's just the DLC, but on its own. Like if you already have the Handsome Jack collection, you have Tiny Tina's Dragon Keeper. Like I've played through that DLC, really good DLC. But there's one thing, there's another thing I do not like about Borderlands 3. It's what they do, was what they not do with the rest of the cast they built up in 2. Everyone gets shafted in Borderlands 3. Tiny Tina, who's not tiny anymore, she gets like hard pushed. She gets hard pushed like out the way. You get like a few side quests with her, and that's it. I'm like, why would you do her like that? I've been looking forward to. Tiny Tina is one of my favorite characters, and it was cool to see her in 3. But she's relegated to like a few side quests. She's not part of the main story at all. We should know that no human can be destroyed. I'm gonna win. Is she Tortina'd out? Pretty much. Still as crazy as ever, but again, relegated to side character. Well, she was always a side character, but like hard side character. Like, this is a character that goes through development throughout, not throughout the main game in 2, but like you play through the DLCs, then you know what she's about. And then that last DLC that came out before Borderlands 3, that was it has a side quest in there that was really good. That revolves around Tiny Tina, and she just opens up to you. Oh my god. Looking up Tiny Tina's Wonderland is separate and its own story. I need to, you know, I'm gonna play through that game. It's a Borderlands game. It's a Borderlands game. I'm gonna play through it. And I'm going to buy the season pass and play through, because it's all about the thing. It's on Dungeon Keep. So Dungeon Keep, the DLC. Remember, it's Wonderlands one-shot adventure, standalone release of the DLC, but doesn't require Borderlands 2 base game to play, with adjusted levels and drop rates. And then there's Tiny Tina's Wonderland, the new game based on. Yeah, so you see what Lilac says here. This is what it is. That's why I say if you already own like Borderlands 2 through the Handsome collection, you don't need to play the standalone. It's a good adventure as well, with a heartwarming ending. It's funny how at a certain point the main, like with 3, the main story wasn't as good, and then you get these really good DLCs. Not like that all the time, but still. Yeah, I got Tiny Tina's Wonderland on an epic giveaway. It's one of my favorite DLCs. It's really good DLC, especially if you're a fan of like Dungeons and Dragons. First thing, if you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, you'll probably like Wonderlands, and you would definitely like Assault on Dragon Keep. It's such a hard. Although, see KH. If you haven't played that, and if you haven't played Borderlands 2, but you played the Wonderlands DLC, then you're kind of spoiled on a big story point of Borderlands 2. Because of the ending. I somehow got everything but Borderlands 3 on Epic giveaways. I have it on Epic as well. I keep forgetting it. Yeah, I have 2 copies of Borderlands 3. I've got it on Epic. Because it was free on Epic at one point. I've not put any money. I have not put any money in Epic Game Store, but I own like around about 100 games. Well, Borderlands 3 spawned out for. Okay, so you know about Roland. What happened with Roland? Yeah, you and everyone else. Listen, right? It was free. Of course I'm gonna take it. Here's the thing, right? If you're seeing me reset a lot, the reason why I keep doing that is because this is a drag race. Once you get screwed over, it's over. Speaking of putting money on stuff, I've been putting money on my Switch for Final Fantasy Tactics pre-order, and found that Nintendo changed their pre-order stuff. What? Did they change? Do they do what PlayStation does and just take the money right away, or do they what did they change specifically? Because I remember with Nintendo, even if you had the money, you had to wait until like the week of release, and then they'll take the money for the pre-order. Which I wasn't a huge fan of, if I'm being honest. Got cut. The only reason I didn't hop into the Epic giveaway stuff sooner is because of their security used to be. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Also, another thing that Epic doesn't have, it doesn't have like, you know, like how Steam has Steam inputs. You don't get that on Epic. You just get raw video game with no way to like emulate controls. So if something doesn't work with a PlayStation controller, it won't work with a PlayStation controller. Oh, what's this? They still do it where they don't take the money until their release, but have a cancel and refund option that are easy to... Oh, look at that. Yeah, client is still terrible. The fact that it took him how long to just get something as basic as a cart it's kind of hilarious to me in a way. Oh my days! It's that one vehicle. Shut up, let me go. You gotta add the Epic client manually on Steam to get around. you gotta add, so you add the client itself to Steam, and you can put Steam input on there. That's interesting. Convenient as well. I probably should do that. So I have a client opening another client. That was my fault. Lost Storefronts had similar things where the cart worked for DLC but not for games themselves. So most people never saw the cart. They also changed Unreal Engine as well. So before, Unreal Engine had a marketplace where they would sell assets, and then every month they would give away 4 different assets, which in my case, I have a lot of Unreal Engine assets that I don't use. And I mean, I have a lot. I could probably just build a game off of the assets alone. That's how many I have. There we go. Oh lord. That wasn't a big crash. That was a big crash though. It's hard to control, it slides about. And the same stuff to the Ubisoft client playing. Yeah, so I own, funny enough, while I have an Uplay account, I also have Uplay games. I have Rayman Raving Rabbids and I have Assassin's Creed Syndicate on PC. But I don't have the client at the moment because I just didn't install it. The funny thing about the client, right? No controller support there as well. So when I was playing Rayman Raving Rabbids, I was playing on mouse and keyboard. And here's the thing, right? That may sound silly, playing that on mouse and keyboard, but mouse and keyboard is broken for that game. It's so good, for no reason. Yeah, that's why I don't go down that way. I think I should just skip that booster entirely just for safety. There we go. Right, max gear. Cooked. Oh lord, this is hard. Yeah, I've got Borderlands 4 pre-ordered. Hopefully it's better than 3. I mean, you can't get much worse. It's only up and up from... Actually, no, you can get much worse. Although, I think they learned their lesson from 3. So Borderlands 4 might be good. I don't know how people feel about the new Vault Hunters. I am not super bothered about them. The Vault Hunters are not known for extravagant designs anyway. Oh God. If you want to own everything, you gotta give up 120 euros. Just here's the thing, right? Here's what you do. You just buy the season pass. There's like a digital stuff like director's cut stuff, but you don't need that stuff. Even though I do want the director's cut stuff. It has a few missions in there as well. I don't know what they are, but it has a few missions in there as well and some weapons. I still don't know who I'm gonna play as. I'm playing Rafa, the one with the blades for the arms. Or you can save yourself 100 and buy Kong. No stone. We do not touch rubbish. Actually, no. Sometimes we do. I hit that wall hard, and the ending is just there. I have Silk Song already. I've been playing Silk Song. I skipped stream yesterday to play Silk Song. I've beaten a few bosses. I've gone to about 5 areas, I would say. Maps aren't super big though. Oh yeah, new name for Metroidvanias just dropped. Now they're called Skong. What? Yeah, same. I rebuked that as well. Get that Paracyber name out of my face. It's Metroidvanias. See, this is the thing about drag racing, right? This is the thing about drag racing. It just takes one mistake and it screws the run. It literally, that's all it takes. You know, I keep forgetting. These vehicles can jump. I'm just sick of the Silk Song community already. They are starting to be like Undertale fans and early Dark Souls fans. Oh, I like, what's it? Elitists, or... Are they getting... Oh, you can't jump the mines? Oh, right. Lesson learned. I wonder if I could jump the air pockets. Or the vents, basically. Yeah, well, I didn't have any issue, therefore this game is easy and you just need to get good. In my case, I'm kind of not having any issues at the moment, and even if I am, I'm not complaining about it. The get good thing, I mean, it's disrespectful, it is. But these are the same, but you know, unsuspecting people. But shoving it down people's throats is not a good thing. And that is something someone said to me when I said how the mod to reverse double damage wasn't a problem, as it's a single player game and games are for fun. They're like, oh, you're playing it wrong. Whose choice is that? Is it wrong for me to play Skyrim with mods? I mean, a community is built around that, isn't it? Like adding damage. Is it wrong for me to find exploits in those games as well? And make myself a god before I even touch level 2? you know, oops, little damage, but didn't damage the run. Ah. Well, no one will tell you playing a Bethesda game with mods is wrong. But what about Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight has mods. Hollow Knight has a lot of mods. So is it wrong for me to use those as well? Make Hornet naked. Mods to make the game hard and every other mod, except the mods that make the game easy because that wasn't in the dev's vision. Well, I don't think making it harder was the dev's vision either. Like, whose vision was it to have mods that make the game even harder? Yes, that first mod is real. I think I've seen that first mod. It's just her without the cloak. It's no big deal, anyway. I hit that wall hard again. Man, that game is thirsty. Oh, it's not the norm. Oh, they changed the model. Oh, they're a bunch of freaks. Yeah, of course she is. Gamers are modding. You expect this to happen. They do it with every game. I'm just not going through this. Oh, nothing happens? Okay. No bump, no big deal. It's what you expect. Why? But yeah, I've been having fun with Silksong. If the thing that makes it difficult for me is the platforming. The platforming is pretty precise. Like, the platforming is pretty precise in Silksong, because you have to use your down attack to progress upwards, and your down attack isn't like the Knight in the first game where it's just a straight down attack. It's an angled dive attack, right? And so you have to aim things at an angle, and then you hit these balloons that bounce you upwards every time you do the down attack. And the way it's angled and all that, it's kind of hard to get it every time. It can be annoying at times. Ooh. Darn it! I find it funny that the devs nerfed bosses and shops cost, but double down on having environmental damage. They 100% expect you to have beaten Hollow Knight. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They 100%. Yeah, I'm not gonna get anything first. But yeah, they 100% expect you to have played the first game, which is you know, makes it easy for me because I've played the first game. But also made me look like everyone else. Like, what did you expect? That this game was going to be easy? What put that idea in your head? Yeah, from what I've heard, people saying that Silk Song bosses are equal to Hollow Knight DLC boss levels. Are they? Because these bosses aren't super hard.
Oh, look! Here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient.
No, not at all. Hollow Knight DLC are much harder. I have scars to prove it. I don't want the game to be. I don't want. No, Ronan. I don't want the game to be easy. I want the game to cater to my needs specifically. More the game is 2025. No, it doesn't work like that. You two give me all your credits and then go jump through the subscription. No way you've... Oh, it didn't work on him, but it worked on his friend. Are you now? There we go. Instantly taken out. You know what? What you got? Give me them credits.
How did you do that? Stay away from me.
No, you come here.
His stance was unthreatening. That one meant us no harm. I do not understand why we attacked. I have fought in self-defense, in battle, but never like this.
And why did you join me in the attack?
I do not know. As soon as your stance changed, so did mine. It was a strange thing. Ichani are taught to be prepared for any battle at any time. We are trained to predict each battle several movements in advance, and any great battle several hours in advance.
So?
This attack I was unprepared for. I did not anticipate it. Yet, as you acted, I acted as well. I am not used to such things.
My thing is, if most things do 2 hearts of damage to offset Hornet's movement, then just half her health and make it 1 heart damage. So it's the same, but to gamers won't look like it's hitting as hard. He's falling in love. Go right where you wanna. But she's like Bucky's mum.
Thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you. It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon with the
over our heads,
stripped away.
but I finally reorganized the dishwasher. Sometimes you just gotta say screw it, and then you just go and do it.
I'm surprised you can feel it. I fear
Do I just need to load the gel capsule, or is there another cleaning component? It shouldn't be hard. You just put the gel capsule in, because dishwasher is just like pressured water, if I'm correct. So just put the gel cap in there and then close it up and then set the thing. I've used the dishwasher a few times when I was on holiday. What? On holiday. That was my first time ever using like a proper dishwasher, and it was heaven. To the point where we used it all the time, and it was like, oh, we don't have this at home. The Dream Trio at the end of the God Home DLC nearly made me go hollow. Because Hollow Knight. Yeah, no, the bosses in Silk Song aren't that hard. I've died to some of them, but that's because of like specific things in certain attacks. It's not like they do things like in Elden Ring or in other Souls games that are just completely out of nowhere. No, it's just that like in the second phase, adjustments are made to their attacks. So you just gotta watch out for those. Then besides that, it's like, this isn't really that hard. It isn't really that hard.
might as well heal the universe, but such manipulation is possible, yes. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination.
Then control over such a large scale as possible.
Not in the sense you understand it. The ability to fool the minds of others, to dominate them on a massive scale that you speak of, is not achieved best through raw power. Manipulation is done through propelling events, or selected ones, into motion. It is done through teaching, through example, and through conviction. And the greatest of victories are not manipulations at all, but simply awakening others to the truth of what you believe, of hearing it echoed around you in life. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment, for as long as it will last. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away.
Maximum force points increased? That's crazy. I will turn you!
Yes? You may.
These are all the same questions that I asked. Right, door.
Dovere ninja, yonona shitasa chuch. Wanatu mobayes.
Also, I don't know if it's just me, I'm finding it harder to find new abilities considering I've been to like 4 different places. Like in Hollow Knight, the first game, you would beat a boss and then get an ability after you beat the boss. Not right there and then. Sometimes you'd get it right there and then, but usually you would go somewhere and get an ability somewhere else. I've beaten like a few bosses at this point, and they don't give me no abilities. I just run into these random places where I get my abilities. So things like sprinting and her version of the Vengeful Soul attack. Those are all I just randomly came across. I haven't got a new ability since the wardrobe. You'll get more every time. You will have to look some things up still. Because if you can't, because there's going to be certain places, Flash, that you're not going to be able to reach. And then you'll need something. I can go. Password? I don't need the password. I can go in. I don't need a password. I can go in. What if I don't know the password? Fine. What's this? You speaking to me? Get in where? How far does the super dash reach? Because I might not be able to get the double jump without it. Well, you don't have the dash yet. You got the wall jump, but you don't have the dash. So the dash doesn't reach super far. It doesn't reach far at all. You're mainly using the dash to cross like decent ways gaps, and you're using the dash to also just dodge attacks of bosses. It should have been like it should be like an early ability that you should have. We should get. I had the regular dash, but not stronger dashes late game. It goes further, but you won't get there until much later.
Wamba wamba siso misum kun raka wakta nushka wana sochi rona bang mama kan.
Is it I don't remember where it is. I don't know if it's in Deepest or somewhere. Where are you now, currently in the game? Do you know where your current location is? Boy, you're ruining my chances here, human. What do you need to go on? If you think you're tough, keep brushing her. And if you think you're tough, prove it.
This will teach you.
There you go. Oh, you got a dead guy here.
So, you have the look of a seasoned spacer about you. What backwash you looking for?
I just got the map for the City of Tears, but I also traveled as far as the Hive and Kingdom's Edge, and another area I forgot the name of. Is the name of the area Deepest? Flash, sure. Like dark caves that you need a lantern for.
Well, honestly, there's not much for people like you and I to do around here. If you catch my meaning.
Also, in the City of Tears, kind of if you stay around the bottom area, if you go to the far left, you'll eventually come across a guy who can upgrade your nail. Got through the deepest hours of playtime ago. Okay, so you've done deepest. Did you do the boss in the City of Tears?
Well, there is plenty for them to do. The pizzazz.
I did upgrade the nail, okay.
The Jektar, they're pretty much taken care of.
No, not yet. Okay, let that be the next one you do. So, I don't know which building it is, but you need to ascend to the top of one of the buildings in the City of Tears, inside it specifically. And at the top there will be a boss there. You can get another ability off of him.
Ah, don't bother with Lupo's racing gallery. The track's deadly and the betting's awful. Borna Liz keeps threatening to take the place over and run it right. But I don't see how she could. Yeah, the Pizzazz Den is a glorified social club for hardline Pizzazz players. It's exclusive, though, with a guard at the door and a password needed to simply get in. Don't know why you'd want to get into that place. Bunch of Firaxa sharks will strip you clean of your credits, especially the champ. He only shows up to play people he deems worthy enough. You'd just have to beat about everyone in that place before he'd even think of coming out of hiding.
Alright, thank you for the information. I'm gonna ask around for...
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone. Dovre kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana mucha. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Yeah, so you want to take on the boss at top of one of the buildings in the Sea of Tears. He does have two phases, as every boss does, and you get a really good ability for it, and it's necessary because there's this green class pane on the ground floor area in the City of Tears that you can't bust open unless you have that ability, and then you can go under the city itself. Every time I get targeted with one of those exploding birds. Yeah, no, those exploding birds are terrifying. Here's the thing, this is the purpose of the dash. you gotta use it to exploit the birds, because they will jump you and you will eat damage and it hurts as well. It really does hurt. For me.
Jone mulera, tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska, tanjanik de mawimbo kranta mi bilan.
What do you need of me?
Tak, playa justing, miki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la king no mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha.
What about the handmaiden?
Krelun, conferento kring banokrok nixerento doncha morbansum.
I have not trained in the dance, but the Ichani fighting arts are very dance-like in their movements. I do not think it would be a stretch for me to do this.
I hate the deepness. It's dark. It's possibly one of the areas I'm not a huge fan of. That and the crystal area. I love City of Tears. City of Tears is my favorite area in the entire game. But yeah, it's like it's an area you can't explore without the thing. I think you can get double jump. I think double jump is underneath the city though. City of Tears. You know, it's got the big creatures there. It's not the greatest place to explore. Going to do this?
If you want me to, yes, I will do this for you. I would have no problem with it, truly. It is not much more than the fighting I am used to.
Alright then. Yeah.
Uliwrawa iberendia tia Vishnu nunca se utadiramat mandrakotu sa minarinkadin.
Put this on?
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura tayaita ta bosananansata.
In that case, give it to me, and I will prepare myself.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura tayaita ta bosananansata.
This better get me to where I need to go.
Tonino bapin koneyaka, chuba picha, tunayuma mochinawa.
Do I get to kill this guy? Have 30 points to computer use. Where did these achievements come from?
Tayaita, ta bosananansata. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura tayaita ta bosananansata.
So has Twitch been getting on your bum about swearing, or do you just not read about swear? No, I just don't. Flash, I don't swear. I don't swear in general. I've never really said any swear words ever, unless it's like a slip of the tongue. I'd never read them. Oh, well, I read because I can see it and I can read it, but I don't read them out loud. I don't swear. The most you get out of me is like hell, and maybe that's as far as it goes. Yeah, everyone's been pretty consistent with Currently resting. Welcome, but while warning you step. Yeah, welcome. You and fit where I'm from. That's fine. That's fine. Listen, I'm Jamaican, right? And while my family don't usually swear, and yeah, no, that's also true as well. Okay, while my family don't usually swear, I've heard Jamaicans. My mum knew a woman who works in the shop nearby, and she's clearly Jamaican because she talks like a normal British accent, but when she's on the phone to someone, and I heard it once, she'll fling out that Jamaican accent, and she flung it out with swearing down the phone with all her might, that the whole neighborhood heard that. It's funny because Brits have some potty mouths. I tell you, yes they do, yes they do. If you want a good example of that, there's a show called The Thick of It, and it's mostly swear words. That show is mostly swear words, and violent threats. Oh, I don't space for a minute. You want to know about the exchange? Of the events of the Jewelers of Nar Shaddaa. Look up. Dude, Stone. I know about the English football chants. How did it go? Where did it go? Adam Johnson, pedophile, he plays with little children, takes them to the stadium like to sexually abuse them. Adam Johnson, pedophile, he plays with little children, takes them to the stadium like to sexually abuse them. Yes, I know about the football chants. Or your sister is your mother, your father is your brother, they all have one another, the Kitty family. Da-da-da-da. 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 You're going down for nonsense. You're a pedophile. You're a pedophile. I think that's why I would use a song called Galactic Mermaids. I managed it. Be praise upon my friends. So you get these chants when you can't just shoot for opposing fans. Is there a fire alarm? 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 And that's for when the opposing fans of their favorite, they start leaving if their team starts stinking up the place. Yeah, I know that one. I know that one line. Like, we've all seen the same videos. Citadel Station is looking for a new fuel source. Now drop the leave here. I take care of KOTOR. Do you agree? It is sound fans. Bad deal. Hold on, got to Soul Sanctum. Gotta give the music its due respect. Be back soon. Okay, so you got there. Which I believe that was underneath to see it. Yes. Is there something else? Oops, sorry. There was another football chant where they called I think they called one of the players one of the fans Jimmy Savile, saying Jimmy Savile's your dad. Which that one again, British football charts. They are ruthless. They are ruthless. They are the COD lobbies of the normies. My favorite one is the Crystal Palace asking the keeper for a song, and he goes Tasmina. Yeah, Tasmina Mina. We won the FA Cup. Right, we got what we needed from this. I will crush you one of these days. Locked. Let me talk to you.
Greetings. I am B5D8. How may I assist you?
Then there's a standard Manchester United chant that is aimed at Spurs. I don't know if it's Manchester United that came up with that one, or if it was Arsenal. You know, what do you think of Tottenham? He's one of your own. He's of your own, Jimmy Savile. Like the Jimmy Savile. Alright, let me just explain for the Americans that don't know. So, if you don't know, there was a children's presenter back in the 60s named Jimmy Savile. I don't know what year he was found out, but it was later found out. He used to work on BBC as well, but it was later found out that he was a massive paedophile, like knowingly so by the BBC. And he felt no way about it. I think he just died. He died before he ever went to jail. Everyone hates Tottenham and City. I mean, Tottenham, I guess, isn't always as good. City, I understand more because of how much large money they have to be putting into players. It's kind of not fair compared to other teams. But yeah, when people are tossing around Jimmy Savile jokes, that's what they're talking about. So, his grave got vandalized and no one bothered cleaning up. Like, why would they? It's Jimmy Savile. Which, bear in mind, there's a lot of, you may not know this because you probably don't. If you don't, I know like the US has BBC America, but if you don't watch that, you probably wouldn't know that there were a lot of people in the BBC who were pedophiles, and there was, I don't remember what year this was. It was around some point in like the early 2010s, where it was almost like what happened with the Smash community in 2020, like just load of presenters from the 60s, 70s, 80s, all children presenters. All of them pedophiles. You give the Vandal a medal.
We only purchase droids in larger amounts. If you have a droid you wish to sell, I would ask that you take it to Codin.
Oh yeah, no. Metropolitan Police had a big pedo hunt for us to dig up historic pedo cases, and that's when it came out how many nonsense the BBC hid. They hid so many, and every day there would be a new story of who was found out, and it was all people that other people really liked. All of them nonsense. And I was like, that's crazy! That's a massive and if I'm correct, the BBC actively covered them up? Covered up their dealings? Like, they were actively, like, hiding them. Like, oh my days, the BBC was in trouble for. Even recently, there's still some pedophiles in there. One got outed like what, last year, and it was like a news report I've seen how many times on BBC News. Whoops. Yep, there's one. That's all right. I'll let play again. Thank you. Yep, that's if you want to. That's the most common one that you'll hear. Matter of fact, that one is so common that got used. A rapper used that in a beef. Just replace Tottenham with Joyner, as in Joyner Lucas. Yeah, we have the one. I've seen American like NFL chants and college football chants, and it's like it's all team building stuff. It's building up their own team, and it's like for us, no. We don't build up our team. We tear down other teams, and maybe say something racist. I'm not joking about that either. There is a chance. There was a chance that was racist, very much racist. But it's football fans, so who that was. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes to our own team as well, yeah. You know, let's pretend that we scored a goal, and then everyone's jumping around like they scored a goal, but they know that like their team is like doing poorly. The only thing that could make me click more English would be if the lad had a bunch of fish and chips wrapped in a newspaper. The best type of fish and chips. Is she still dressed in that? Why are you still dressed in that? Hey, yep, that's better.
Let's go.
Unless her outfit's better than mine, I'm probably switching. Mine is better. Yeah, you're nothing special. We lose every week. Yeah. Just lost to the Soul Master. Yeah, no, them bosses can be hard. There is a trick you can do that speedrunners do, but it costs a lot of soul to do it. You swing your nail and then you fire the Vengeance Soul at the same time. Not the same time, but like one after the other. So back and forth. So swing, fire, swing, fire, swing, fire. I just realized she doesn't really have anything. Add a bit of persuasion. Absorb, piercing, slashing, total 50 points. Electrical, sonic, cold, heat, yeah, you know, go for the elemental thing. Handmaiden staff. Iron rifle, because why not? Just give her a gun. But it comes to how both our cultures are. American is very can-do attitude, raised on the idea of anyone can be president. Meanwhile, UK, we are raised more pessimistically. And knowing only the posh get to... Listen, right? It's like what Spider-Punk said in Across the Spider-Verse. I hate the AM, I hate the PM. That's literally everyone in the UK. You can see it in our comedies. Oh yeah, no, but it's thing. It's very funny in our comedies though. Every time we face off against English teams, we always run into big groups of drunk English fans on the subway, and they never stop chanting. It would be obnoxious, but they're having such a great time, you can't get mad at them. I understand this would be annoying if it happened every 2 weeks though. Here's the thing. It's more annoying when it's in the World Cup or like the Euros, right? Because, where was it? I think it was Germany, the Euros happened, and you got all these drunk English fans in the street, and then, you know, fights kick off and things like that. Also, you're forgetting, like, our comedies are also very sarcastic. What the heck? Oh, it's curtain. Somebody got arrested for chanting 2 world wars and Somebody got arrested for chanting 2 world wars, 1 World Cup. Why? What's wrong with that? That chant doesn't sound terrible. Oh, in Germany. Oh, okay, yeah, no. Okay, that's different. That's different. That is actually bad. Yes. And if I am? We can talk to him. I just go in and see him. So what makes you think they'll let me in? Oh, for goodness sakes. Sounds like it might be... Password? I don't need a password. I can go in. Stupid forced tricks. Who is this? What could you possibly have to tell me? Here's something she's seen for a good price. How do I know it's worth it? What do you know? If don't pay me, you'll see. You tell me something about this area. See more? Much to tell? Then you must know the password. Yes, I want. Is holdouts. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna kill you for that. Germany's very strict about how you can talk about Nazi stuff. A friend of mine in Hamburg witnessed a dude get detained after doing a Nazi salute without realizing a cop was But why would you do the Nazi salute to begin with? That's so stupid. Like, why would you actively, knowingly do that? So.
Oh, hello. You have caught me at a rare...
It's nice to hear about a country being mindful of its history and America couldn't be us. Oh, he was an actual neo-Nazi. Okay. I thought it was like a dude playing about. Okay, no, he was actually a neo-Nazi. Oh, Lord. Just to give you an idea, my sister had done some online shopping in Morrison's, and now I've got this drink. I call it a drink, but it's more like it is more like a smoothie of some sort. So it's 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 a smoothie that has like strawberry, blackcurrant. I don't know how to pronounce this one berry, beetroot, spinach, and kale. So if you just don't have me do anything, I'm drinking that. There was an actual neo-Nazi. Why so many players?
I fear it is because I am simply not a skilled Pazak player. I'm afraid protocol droid skills and language interpretation are not something that lend themselves to Pazak and probability.
So why do you play?
Why? I cannot help myself. In fact, every time I seek to find the answer to that question, I am consumed with the need to come here and play Pazak. I am concerned that the problem may lie with my memory core. Without routine memory wipes...
Was it the football chants from before I heard my sister and my brain autopiloted into is my mother, my uncle is my brother. The Kidney family. Da-da-da-da. 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 They started easing on some laws around Nazism, specifically around movies and games. Still a strict no Nazi stuff on people, which should be expected. Basically, the lifting is around stories using Nazi or World War II, like Wolfenstein or Indiana Jones, where they are allowed to show the symbol now. So, Call of Duty, World at War, and Black Ops 1. Because those have Nazi zombies.
I am not sure I wish it fixed. I do find some degree of satisfaction in playing. Would you like to play? I suppose you're right. I wouldn't want the problem to spread to my many other functions.
Why do you talk like that? Why does every ending of your sentence sounds like you're trying to seduce me?
Oh, hello.
It's way to 100. I am probably not just gonna. Not gonna change anything. Darn it. Why do I have so many plus cards? That's why. Yeah. I lost that so quickly. Originally, the German version had removed the symbol, removed the word Nazi and the symbols, which I know they did that for one of the games. How would you... This game's such a cheat. I swear this game isn't random. So here's my issue with Pazak, right? It's clearly not random, because if it was random, like, the opponent would be in the same position I am in, but for some reason, I lose more times than I win, and you could argue, okay, that's probably a bit more my fault than anything else, but I'm not so sure, considering every time I put myself in a good position, somehow the opponent just happens to get the right number and just happens to have the right card ready just to either tie with me or just get ahead of me by maybe a few points. I shouldn't have pushed further, that was my fault. I mean, I'll win. Wait, no, you won already? I set myself up for failure. The game heard you? Sounds like you don't believe in the heart of the cards, definitely personally. No, it's not. Yeah, you see that? Stuff like that. So you just happen to have the card ready for the 20. To match me. Why?
I swear half of these players must have skifters up their sleeves.
Wait a minute. Aren't you the one that left? I could seduce her. Never had a worm head come onto me before. Do you have any extra cards I could buy? She has cards! Yeah. It does get massively easier once you get plus minus cards, which I think I have. Let's do it. Right, so waiting for you up front. You should go outside. Caught him. Yes! That was a dark side choice. Let the villainy flow. That guy's punching the wall. Wait, I thought we was playing Pazak. What just happened? Nothing like hearing two aliens argue. What is that it? Have I done everything in this place? Isn't there like a mystery? Is she the mystery player? No, okay, fine. Alright, what about this gambler right here?
I'm almost afraid to win with the exchange watching the tables.
Well.
Feels like
Who are
years
you?
since I got Bizarre.
I think I've done everything in this place. Where'd the other alien go? Who is you? Alright, he's on the floor, he's out of it. These two are talking. Wait, nothing. What if I intervene? So I just can't intervene. Alright, let's try somewhere else. Right. Let's check the journal. Roy designated officer play Berserk with you. Seems to be a major personality at the robot is? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let's go back. Do I ask the robot questions? I've already played it at Berserk. And I lost twice and won.
Oh. I fear it is because I am simply.
Okay.
Why? I cannot help. I am concerned that I fear my obsession. I am not sure I wish it fair. Why? You are quite.
Right. Have failed. You failed to find anything wrong with the droid.
On droids like this in the world. Let me take a look. Here's the problem. It's just a matter of changing out this and reconnecting this.
Oh, that feels much better.
There we go.
I cannot believe I went on and on about such a foolish game. Thank you, truly thank you.
You notice that there is an unusual looking module attached under the droid's left arm. Attempt to you pry the casing open, however you use too much force and the components inside come loose and scatter at your feet.
Nice. It looks like this was a high-powered transmitter of some kind. The only reason for something like this is to transfer large quantities of data to a third party.
Thank you for repairing me.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's the informant I paid. The beaver-looking thing? It's not one of the matches. Oh, so you're the champ. Alright, so 3 and 6. The card flips all positive, and the sixes you have in negative. And then it is. What's he got? I win that. He's got me here. He's got me here. Let's not waste the cards. I win! I'll play with the exact same deck. So there's no trickery. Tied. Don't waste the cards. Oh, I got 20 off the bat. I'll be going now. I got 1k credits off of you, brother. Who are you again? Come on, what is it? How come force abilities don't work? So if you win every... You can't win every time. Or it's fun if you're going to win. Exactly. You have such a big brain for such a little body. Because the champ likes to live more, but he likes to win. This golden card and don't come back. I love the dark side. When you get those dark side points, right? And it's you with the da 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 da. I love that so much. Now with this golden card, I will do something with it. Yes. The other alien that I spoke to earlier, he is somewhere. I was reading the Hunter's Journal for a moment, and I remembered I love the Shrummel Warrior. It didn't need to be so cute in a sea of weird freaks. Is this about Hollow Knight, or is this a different thing? Hollow Knight. Shrummel Warrior. Is that the one that you see who has a lot of pride, but he sucks at his job? That big mushroom dude that... Oh, the big mushroom dude that rolls. Oh, that one. I hate that enemy. Because he's big and it's hard to get past him. I don't see any customers waiting. Very good, great to see you, everyone. Always pay I get rid of it for you. Discount of your weapons and armor.
Namo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha.
I think I know who? Is it you? Let's see the exchange. Resources. Where would I be in with the exchange? Why would I be in this place? I'm here to no versus no. I'm here to crush the exchange, and that's all you need to know. I've killed planets before, and I could do it again. We'll see about that. Alright. Tell me where I stand with the exchange, and I'll think about no pain. Exchange watching you all the time. You make exchange angry. They don't like you. Yeah, best. That's a lot of credits. Alright, I don't know where I'm going to see the exchange. I paid 2,000 credits for that. I might have to rob that little rodent again in Pazak. Right, let's...
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship.
Excuse me? Can you prove it?
It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it?
Yes.
She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars.
If a ship... If you can't hold on to it, then you don't deserve it. If you can prove a ship is yours, I'll give it back to you.
The registry's 34 P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin.
If a ship is yours, you hold on to the ship, then you don't deserve it.
So you admit it's not yours. How did you come by it anyway? Who did you buy it from?
Well, taking the ship.
About that. Watch yourself. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place.
You want to talk? You want to say that to me again? Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place, but no one's really stopped me. I have threatened everybody's lives in this place. Let's give credit to something to give us. If you're threatening me, draw your weapons and let's do this. Cool. Remember, I control this. I control all of this. So if you ever... I just realised I haven't saved in a bit. I control all of this round here. And if you believe I'm not in control, well then I will prove that I'm in control. Also, I've just got to see it. I just got to see it. What does my character look like? How evil is he? He is very evil. He is an evil man. At what level is he? What level is he? Doesn't say what. Oh, level 11. A true gaslighter, indeed. Nothing in here.
If you want to find out what's going on, talk to Hussein.
Nothing in here. Wait, are these just all your homes? It's been wasting all my time raiding all your homes. About fighting games he doesn't play. What man? Is there someone making a fuss on Twitter about fighting games who don't play? Oh yeah, my guy. Bit of credits.
This will teach you. Prepare yourself.
There we go. Stupid pigs. You saw nothing. I wanted this place of my own free will, bashing my way into whatever I choose to bash it away. You can't stop me. Plus I do way more damage than you.
Who are you? One of Saquesh's calf hounds?
That is one of my pets, girl.
Then maybe you ought to keep a tighter leash on his tentacles, Vac Brain. Because he's running this sector into the ground.
What are you doing
My
in here?
mom owes Sasquatch some credits, so he took me to sell me to the Huts. They always need spice handlers for their camps. A lot of people die down there.
Ah, so you were sold into slavery. You don't sound very concerned about it.
Anything is better than this slum.
Well, I'm here to rescue
Really?
you.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Oh, sorry about those things I said to you. You do look a little like a calf hound, though. I'll
That's
go
up
find
here.
Mom. Kick him once in the tentacles for me.
That is testicles. That's the one you're looking for. You want credits? No? Alright, wow, child, I'm so sorry. So, you got any useful information? Because I got places to be. Listen, we do not abduct children. We just use them as useful tools. Like, I don't know, like a baseball bat or something. You know, grab the child by the legs and then just swing them at enemies. You know, very useful like that. Or we use them as like boomerangs and long distance throw them over large gaps so they can explore the other side. They might have a broken leg or two, but they can still explore the other areas. Right, let's actually improve on. Let's give them more strength. I must be stronger. Health loss, stealth mode. If a character equips such a device, activate stealth mode. What's this? Demolitions. You know what? I'm gonna add demolitions. New lightsaber form. With more abilities. You can force scream. Dark side power. This power creates a wave of sound, but does 3 to 18 points of sonic damage and reduces attributes by 2 points to all enemies 10 meters in front. Is it an AoE? Mind trick. Mind trick distracts a non-droid target, making it easier to sneak up on them. I see. Force suppression. Prerequisites: characters to be level 9, restricted by armor. Ability will cancel normal and improved versions of the following force powers active on target. Oh, so if you did something wrong, you can like stop it. Fear. I have dark side powers. Because I thought you were gonna go somewhere else. Yeah, I was gonna go. I was, yeah, you know, useful tools. Fling them across large gaps. You know, the Simpsons approach. The Simpsons approach. You will learn to respect me. Die, piggy!
Won't take long.
What do we have here? Hold on. Well, well, well. Look at who I found. Use Force Scream. The sequel trilogy isn't the worst part of Star Wars. It's super effective. Alright. Thought I had picked up a new smell in the sector. You're the one running this place? Voice of the Exchange. You would do well to show some respect, human. How might I show my... No, I'm not sure. Not your concern. You will let her go. Oh, yep. You will die anyway. This is what I came here to do. Let them deal with the piggies. As I cut this man down.
Let me handle this.
This will teach.
And no one from the exchange remains. Well, no, the voice of the exchange is gone. Is there any computers? What's your remains? There we go. Advanced repair kit. Is there anything else here? No. Let's continue exploring. I want to tear this place up some more. Hello, piggies! I'll just use this. I'm not gonna use a mine on it, that's a waste. The credits. Nothing will remain. Except for maybe some refugees. No, learn your place.
A child. This will teach you. This will teach you.
Easy. What's in here? Just swing at him. He's right in front of you. I do so much damage to these enemies. I guess that's I guess that's a Dungeons and Dragons thing. I guess because I've watched people play Dungeons and Dragons, and when they roll for attack, they do heaps of damage, and sometimes one-shot enemies.
Take them down.
Unaffected? Unaffected my foot! There we go. Circled around the whole place. Stole everything I could. Killed everyone. We are Gucci. I was like, what's going on? That is a damaged ship. Oh. Depends if you're a rogue or something. Assassin's rogue whole thing is that they can start a fight off with one giant damage burst. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a Sith ship, isn't it?
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force.
Who is this? What's he singing?
It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly. Yet when you listen for it, you can make out.
That is one of the most powerful Sith ever to exist. Really? And is the main villain of this game.
Do you feel it is a...
Oh!
You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life. My life is yours. I beg you, please. Let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you.
We're gonna take down one of the most powerful Siths. I assume this is the main villain of the whole game. I mean, this character was on. You see this character when you start the game up, and it's on the banner, the Steam banner as well.
I will leave at once, my lord.
Yeah, and also crit bonus damage dice and double damage feature. The trade-off is that they usually get to do it once per encounter. That's pretty strong per encounter. Like, imagine starting a boss fight in D&D, yeah? And your assassin goes first, and pretty much just pretty much does heaps of damage. That line, all life exists to feed your power, isn't a metaphor. Oh lord. I had a feeling it wasn't a metaphor. Starting to make the Sith sound like vampires. I mean, are they in a way? Is that a threat? I didn't know who I am. Forget that, I have questions for you. I've actually talked about her before. Oh, was this like when we started? Or... Oh no, was this when was this when I asked you, Lilac, about about powerful Sith and them finding ways not to die? Was it like Sith seeking immortality? Is that character one of those characters that you? I figured. Is this the character who made themselves immortal but was so powerful that she had to basically wear robes because she's basically a black hole? Like specialized robes. Okay. I remember this conversation. I remember this conversation. I'm gonna show myself. I don't raise my bounty. The easiest is the exchange. Wookie. He's on a planet near my home world. Alright, cool. That's all I really needed. That mask and robe contains her power from absorbing everything. She sustains the power. She sustains the power to hold back the black hole by absorbing all life force from planets. I remember this conversation. You see how that memory comes in? I do remember this. I do remember we talked about this. Right, the Ebon Hawk is there. Workbench. Sweep gallery, refugee sector. Near docks. Is this where I can get that other side quest done? She's like the 6th most powerful Sith. I find it funny that there's even more powerful Sith than that. I mean, where does Master Cypher-Deus come? No, Master Cypher-Deus is a different character. That's what he made up the Clone Wars. Darth Plagueis, sorry. Where does Darth Plagueis rank in terms of like powerful Sith? Plagueis is around 10th. So the power to create life is lower than this villain we have in this game. That's crazy. Someone below Darth Gaslighters. Gaslighters. Yes, but my power is different because I don't. Even if people think I don't have power, I will throw dirt in your eye and then you'll be missing your head. That's how Bob Gaslight works.
Yes?
Didn't mean to do anything. Stop looking at me. Mandalorians?
Very good idea. Entering a Mandalorian's room uninvited. Why don't you back try the door and rethink your decision.
Mandalorian with a sense of humor.
There are few of us in the galaxy. Now, what do you want?
Have any? You have anything you have of value?
Why don't you back up to the point in time where you were about to say that and rethink your decision?
Give me anything you have of value.
Or a death wish. Tell you what, I'll do us both a favor and pretend you didn't say that. I thought we already went over.
I just want to talk to you.
We might be able to work something out. If not for the fact that I don't want to talk to you. I thought we already went over.
I'm a slow learner.
You're not going to survive long on Nar Shaddaa. Now get out of here. I thought we already... You're not going... Now get out.
Right, so Mandalorians don't like me, obviously. You know, Jedi and all that. Give me the stuff out of this box. I always seem to break something in there. I must have a ton of broken items at this point. There you go. Yes. Can I ask what you're doing? I just want to know what you're doing, and it looks interesting. Alright, what are you doing here? What does all of this do? Just being on the listening devices. Ooh, antennas for what? Tracking, what's it? Tracking a signal among the dock's frequencies seems impossible. You're looking for one specific signal? Ways you could help me with that problem. Sometimes we can hear communications sent through artificial means. Oh, so he's trying to dampen his hearing. One of the Sith above this one is Emperor of the Sith for 1500 year old, for 1500, what's it, 1500 years of the old Republic. The known galaxy knew him as Tenebrae. I've heard you mention this one before. But his eternal empire in unknown space knew his real name of Valkorion, a Sith that found how to sustain life infinitely. He could still die physically by means such as blasters and blades, but due to the length of his life, he was so powerful he could nuke planets. Stupid thing. He could nuke planets from anywhere in the universe from his throne in the unknown. What is this? Unknown. Just because this thing, regions. There we go. So a Sith so powerful, he could just be like, you know what? Don't need this planet anymore. Goodbye. Price is right. What's your job? Another time to leave on what? Here's greatest supplier of the mine. No compensation. It's funny because I'm probably not gonna get most of these side quests done. Oh, he's also one of the villains of the MMO, and that is exactly how they show his power. Well, you're just talking to him, and then boom goes the planet. Oh, Doc Authority, what do you mean? Be quiet, I'm here for your valuables. What? Alright, I didn't want to take it there, but you want to take it there? That one was unnecessary.
I don't understand why we attacked.
The reason why we attacked is because I said we're here for your valuables, and he didn't want to give up his valuables. Remember, I'm gonna get you either way, because it's better to live, so you better give me what's in your sock, because it's better to give. To receive. Believe when I say, when I tell you. Don't make me put you somewhere where nobody can smell you. That's DMX. There's a door here? Please be manually sealed storage door. Do you see many means of opening it? Right. Hey, are you the same one that tried me?
Interrupting me for a reason? I have a lot of work to do.
We don't see him. You're on a planet in the very top right of the galaxy map. He was at his throne in the furthest south part of the galaxy map. He telepathically talks to you and then just eradicated all life on the planet in under a minute. Jeez Louise. About the exchange.
Let's talk about the exchange.
I don't infiltrate the exchange.
Exchange is very powerful. Fasa doesn't know how to reach them. Maybe you talk with Voga.
Where can I find Volga?
Voga is here in dock area, on north side.
Okay. I got some information. So he's down now. I'm still just exploring places. Metroidvania style. Just run around everything, grab everything, take all that I can, and then ruin everything and everyone. Ooh, someone's watching.
Looks more like one of the Sith to me. Hanhar. I thought I smelled something.
I've told you before, hunt your own targets. Don't scavenge mine. What, working for the Hutt suddenly made you stupider, Hanhar?
Huh?
You touch me, you'll break the truce. And then you won't last long enough to slip off this moon. Don't, Hanhar. I'm warning you.
He's gonna toss her off the side.
I don't want your life dead, Hanhar. I told you. Yeah, you're right. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if you keep crushing me, I'll accidentally set off my rocket charges and blow us both to Nalhada. I'd rather die than be caught by you again, Hanhar.
Oh my days, that is one violent Wookiee. A cleaning droid? Pretty big for a cleaning droid. Hold on, what is this? Door's locked. The robots! Kill the droid! Now, back to looking at this body. What if I was? Is that a threat? Is a bar for aliens, not humans? Wait. Is a bar for aliens, not humans, with poisonous gases inside, will prove deadly. Species as fragile as your own. Let's see, how do I get inside them? So, I can't reasonably walk in there without dying. On the other hand, if we go here, you know, there's a little breathable mask. I think I can walk in there just pleasantly fine. You lot come back here for 2 secs. That is an insane distance to be blowing up a planet. My days, Star Wars be doing comic book stuff. Will they stay? Good. Because I'm the only one with the breathable mask. You lot are out of your mind if you're walking in here with me.
Dawancha mori consova, mawani dinchori kitsodu sobarenwa, dorjine sobawata. Kavadumpa mosora ku paili abontenya, dachimotu kamsa, da hirembe wana compaile mokata, takom tactus miki mogokrabo. Kachi chu eta hodunga.
Where's James on Earth?
Mosora ku paili abontenya, dachimotu kamsa. Da huba botenya go juju piti, doverinincha rem tabaninsu, dachimotu kamsa. Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalifa. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe. Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Ya moga chi norta hirembe wanachi. Kaki mogo.
I heard they were bounty hunters search for Jedi.
Darabinuko sobaramwe. Masako chiro. Chuchubiti. Brem kamsa. Dachimo danchanek ma win.
Yep. You two are screwed. Because I specifically wanted you to stay outside, not come in. It'll cost you. Why don't ask yourself?
Era rampada no ringtada nel camera c'è la fibor no bodat. Dosene karamala.
Okay, what's the name? Fine. Let's explore this place while my party dies. Alright, it's very confusing. Certainly not. Okay.
Feels like poison.
You are poison. Right, not you. I do find it interesting that my party can withstand this. Odd. I'm not going to play this game. I'm going to continue around this bar, private lounge. Here we go.
Poison.
Know why you came in here with me? You chose this life. I was fine by myself. Now one of you's gonna die in here. Well, except for the handmaiden, because she seems to be really good at this.
Poison.
Malampro tarawanti casa samchabarda guatasha kontia kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma Tonata biasvia Jichopatana ikune rakitidinito kawana bota yuntatan
Private lounge.
Tayai kawana bota yuntatan
They play stupid games with me. Tell me it's gonna be. Yeah.
Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa bo bagaragawanda
What's he anything to change first?
Takometak playa justing miki gongo beast kun grabi la king no mulara kichi.
I don't have a blaster. I have. Look, do you not see the sword and axe that I wield in my hands? It's like he just stared at me. Ryan, they don't talk. What about you? Do you talk? Give me information. I can pollute this place with other ways. It's funny, right? Help the worshippers of the distant village dreamers struck me in web. Oh, stuck me in web. I think you just got to hold the attack button to get out.
Feels like poison.
I was supposed to find this warrior. Oh, I needed to use the nail. I feel like being cheeky and playing that Naruto opening while I fight the dreamer. Which one? There's so many. Yep, not surprising. Oh lord, this is gonna... He's gonna keep getting up and dying. Fighting dreamers. Wait, is that one of the ones during? Because I only know one. It's the one that everyone knows, and it was during the war. Whoops. What are you doing here? You're such a nice race. I don't know this is... I don't speak your language. That's the... Okay, that one. Enemy sighted? I'm just waiting for my guy to fall. There it is. What's towards the middle of the Chunin exams in part 1, if I remember. Okay, I wouldn't know that one. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It is getting hilarious. Where is he? He's down again. I don't know where he is on the floor. I'm not gonna lie, this has become quite a hilarious thing. Come on, dead man, let's go. There we go, mission complete. I lied. Well, there's nothing really here, I guess. Just a private lounge I can't enter. Right, and again. And again. Alright, fine. Wow, he got busted up. It was funny. Just him constantly falling over. Right. Didn't find what we were looking for. I don't remember what we were looking for. A security door, let me in. Skill too low, alright. I don't have a high enough demolition skill. Let's see. I can't open that door, not high enough demolition skill. So, what's the time now? Alright, we'll just leave it there. So save. There we go, exit game. That was pretty good, actually. All things considered. Made some decent progress. I'm still figuring out what to do on this place. Because that's kind of this game. It's kind of like, alright, we're here on this planet. Do something. At the moment, I'm just trying to deal with the exchange. Right, so that's going to be it for today. I hope everybody enjoyed. There might be a point where I might just stream some 2x KO at one point. Because that's kind of the thing that's happening at the moment. So might as well do the thing. And for right now, who can I send you? It's interesting who I end up getting recommended. Let's see, we've got RC4000 who just started. He's playing Dawn Trail. Why not? Why not? Why not show some love to a fellow member of the Discord? Not only that, he's playing 14. I already know I know how Lilac enjoys 14. So we're gonna raid him. It's gonna be funny because he's started like 40 minutes ago. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your days. When we come back, we'll be playing more Knights of the Old Republic 2, which might be on Friday, depending on what I'm doing, because Borderlands 4 comes out Friday. And yeah, I will catch you all next time. In a bit, everyone, and take care.